What is up, YouTube? That's here. We are back playing some Pokemon Brilliant Diamond 6v6 singles Wi-Fi battles. Today we're going to be featuring one of my absolutely favorite Pokemon. That is Aerodactyl. For those of you guys that used to watch a ton of my Let's Go content, I was the Aerodactyl Master Trainer. Man, I've used so much Aerodactyl in Let's Go. It was like probably my most used, favorite used Pokemon in those remakes, and I really liked it, and I'm happy to use it in BDSP 6v6 singles Wi-Fi battles. I want to direct you guys to the question of the day before we actually get into the games, and that is, are you guys still looking for more BDSP content? Do you still like BDSP content, or have most of you moved back into, Series 12, BGC 2022 type stuff? I don't mind making BDSP content. I actually love making this sort of content. These teams are super fun to make for me. The games themselves are super fun to play as well. I really just wish that Pokemon Bank would come out so I could bring over a lot more of my mons to have better breeding partners so I can start making more intricate teams that don't feature Blissey, Garchomp, and Rotom, right? I wish that I had the ability to be a little bit more experimental without having to drop like 20 hours a day breeding a Slowpoke. You know what I mean? So, I'd like to make more. If you guys want to see more, I'll work on making some more in addition to the VGC content that we're already making. But, just be honest. Just be honest. Let me know in the comments. And without further ado, we're going to hop into some games and see if we can fight some higher level players that have stuck around, that are still playing BDSP. Wish me luck. Here we go. I really do like their team. It looks like, I can't tell if that's mostly UU. Like, I do think that things like Dugtrio, and I think Arena Trap was banned in OU, but I think Dugtrio is UU, I think Gyarados is UU, I think Nidoking is either on the cusp of being UU or OU, and same thing goes for Empoleon. So, a little bit of a mixed tier team, but I do think this team has a ton of strengths. I also think Aerodactyl can be great here once we get rid of, basically a lot of those things. Aerodactyl can be really good. I just have to set it up correctly. Let's see. Who do I want to lead with? I don't think there's a problem with leading Infernape here, because I'll let you get up rocks if you want to go into like Empoleon. Yeah. So I think Infernape's a good lead here, and we can go to a Scizor just to defog away rocks and just be in a good spot. Hopefully we don't get burned on the Scizor. That might even be like a Magnet Pull Magna Zone. So if they can read us going into Scizor, they can hard switch in that thing and kind of trap us and force us to use U-turn, which means they get to hit with like a really big like Specs Thunderbolt. And Magneton's actually not that bad. Like, it's a really good mon. People definitely sleep on Magneton, but it's so much faster than Magnezone, so it's actually a pretty good mon. Let's see what they lead with. Gyarados or Empoleon are probably my worst options. This is fine. I have no problem with this. Let's see. I'm a Blaze procer, so I think there's two ways I can do this. I don't mind if they actually like clock my Sash with an Earthquake, because we can go for a big like Blaze boosted Fire Punch. You get a 10% chance to burn. Do we need this Infernape? That's the question. I don't necessarily think we need it. We can't just hard switch because it's going to be Arena Trap most likely. So let's see. I could just get my rocks up and trade, or I could U-turn into something like Rotom and then outspeed with the Hydro. Worst case scenario, they get a free switch to their Empoleon. That's fine. I'm gonna go for the U-turn. I think saving this guy might be a bit better, because like breaking its Sash is basically about the same as like doing 100% to it. Yeah, the Earthquake's right there. This is fine. So Sash is up. I have my Blaze active for later. So next time we send this guy out, this Blaze is gonna do a ton of damage, even to things like Gyarados's Empoleon's. It's Life Orb. Wow, holy moly, that's crazy. Life Orb Dugtrio. You don't see that very often. We can just go into Aerodactyl then, unless I don't want to break my Sash. Let's think about this realistically. If we were to go into Rotom and Hydro and they were to switch into Vileplume, we would have to hard switch to Scizor and eat. That's fine. I don't mind switching into Scizor from there. And I want to see if the Vileplume's like a bulkier set. I could just send in the Aerodactyl, but I don't want to lose my Sash to like a Sucker Punch, because I think they are probably a Sucker Punch set. So I'm going to come in with the Rotom here. Yeah, I think Rotom's the right play. Cool beans. So big Rotom energy. If they want to go for a Sucker, they can go for a Sucker. They'll be able to scout that we're Scarfed. This is fine. Hydro's up. Go to your Vileplume. Again, I'd really like to hit to be able to see a little bit more of their set. And then we are planning on going to Scizor once we see the Vileplume. If they want to come with a Gyarados, we'll see how we want to play this. Hydro. Whoa, that sucks. Free rocks. Oh my god, that's so bad for us. Literally, never, ever lucky. We're going to have to play this completely different now. We just go into the Scizor, take rocks damage, eat something, defog away, bullet punch, and so they can't set rocks. That sucks, man. I could have just went to the Scizor, I guess. Yeah, that's my fault. Are you hard switching your Magneton? No way you're that good. Nowhere that good. Vile Plume, awesome. That's fine. This is the other option what I expected. You can totally bring in your Magneton here, but I will get my defog off, which I do need. So this is fine. That Hydro Pump Miss sucks, and they know we're Scarf now. Literally never lucky me. They still have that big Nidoking too. And they still have their Dugtrio. I could have just went right out to the Scizor. That's such a misplay for me. I could have went right out to the Scizor and just clicked U-turn. If they wanted a hard switch in Magneton, I'd be in a good spot. Again, you would always just kind of click the U-turn here. So there's the Magneton. We're gonna see if we can hard switch. So we're gonna force them to have Magnet Pull. It won't let us hard switch. It won't take our turn if we want to switch it out. So let's just see. What would we want to switch to here? Probably Garchomp, if we can. And U-turn will probably come in with the Infernape. And just go for a big Blaze boosted Fire Punch. So we'd like to switch in Garchomp. So we're going to try and switch. Nope. So it says it can't be switched out. Again, it doesn't take our turn to do that. So we're going to have to soak a ton of damage here. It's not the end of the world. You can actually still U-turn even through Magnet Pull. So this is going to do 60%, maybe more. Yeah, it's Spexed. Okay. Cool. Do I actually want... Actually, we just want to come in with Garchomp, I think. Garchomp's way better. You're just going to sub up. Worst case scenario, they switch to Gyarados. Yeah, this is Garchomp over. You're Spexed, I think. I think you're Spexed. Otherwise, that shouldn't have done that much damage. We didn't see Orb. I don't think it's Magnet. I think it's Spexed. I'm just getting like Specs vibes from it. You know, it could be like a weird like modest set, but I think you're Spexed. I could be super wrong too, but I think you're Spexed. Awesome. So Gyarados is your best switch in here. Vileplume in it. That's not it. Because I know you want to go for like Strength Saps, which is why we go into a Vileplume here. Vileplume is like a poor man's Tangrowth. Oh, subs up. You might not even be able to break this sub, to be completely honest. So we get a free SD, baby. SDs. Let's see it. Strength Sap is not going to work here, Chief. Does not work on sub. So let's see. Giga Drain would be what I would expect in this situation. Maybe like an Energy Ball. Sleep Powder ain't working. What is it? Energy Ball. Awesome. That's fine. Now, there's two ways we can play this. We technically could sub again and try to, like, make them go for Strength Sap, which I think I am going to do. I'm just going to do it one more time. If you want to click the Energy Ball, click the Energy Ball, you know? But, I lose a little bit of health that I restore during the turns I KO stuff. Like, I also can potentially just win the game right now if you want to go for, like, a status move. Show me a status move. Okay, good play. They're making the right play. Cool beans. Hey, nothing wrong with that at all. Don't want to lock ourselves into Outrage. I don't know if this one is Outrage or Dragon Claw. But I'll just click Earthquake. It's neutral damage. Grass Poison means super effective against poison, not very effective against the grass. So unless it's sashed, he is going to be going down here. And the Gyarados is still like a problem, but not one that I can't deal with, I think. Awesome. EQ. I hope it's not sashed. Oh my god, that just didn't KO. That's nutty. That's like super crazy how that didn't KO. Oof, that's a lot of damage. Alright, so if they have a Scarf Mob back there, they can Revenge KO us. I don't think the Dugtrio would be able to Revenge KO with Sucker. Black Sludge. Alright, well they are going to be able to KO our Garchomp though with that Dugtrio, because I can't really stop it. Again, we'll try and get the switch. We're going to go for the Dragon Claw in case I want to switch in Gyarados or something stupid. Yep. So Dugtrio Earthquake will finish us off. But let's see what I want to do. We'll try and switch to. I don't think. Actually, do we want to do that? Because if we let the Dugtrio KO our Garchomp, they don't get up rocks, and then we can send out Aerodactyl and pin them. No, I'm still gonna try and switch. I'd like to preserve this thing. So again, if it's Arena Trap, it's Arena Trap. But I think that they're probably not gonna be that. Let's just try and switch. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll switch. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, we do be taking those. You can go for another Rocks if you want. Your Vileplume's down, so like, I can go for Hydro's a lot easier now. There's the EQ. We do be taking these. Alright, let's see. Are you really going to switch to, like... What is your switch option here? I'm going to actually use Trick, because, like, this is fine. I don't want to be locked into these moves, and I don't need the speed. Rotom's already faster than a lot of these, so it's like, you can just have this. And I'll take a Life Orb, boys! Let's go. Stealth Rock? Yeah, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. We still have Scizor. We get one more defog, you know? And we saved our Garchomp. So, yeah, we're just going to big chill here. Just Hydro's up. And now we can just dumpster that Gyarados whenever we see it. You have 2 ground types. You have this Dugtrio and a Nidoking. And you might switch in your Empoleon here, but now I have a Life Orb Rotom, right? Magneton, bro, you want it. You're gonna fodder your Magneton? Let me hit this, though. Let's go, Life Orb! Big Life Orb, boys. Oh my gosh, that's so big. Life Orb Rotom. Okay, so whatever is coming out here has to be something that's like made to be a little bit faster. So it's gonna be like a full speed Scarf Gyarados or big Nidoking or something like that. And Empoleon just ain't it. Our Rotom's way too big right now. Dugtrio, cool. You can go like Rock Slide? Do I care? Do I care about Rock Slide? I don't think I care. Yeah, just Hydro's up. Stealth, Sucker Punch maybe? Yeah, Rock Slide's fine. You're Scarf too, so like I can switch in Garchomp here and kind of just set up. Hydro! Another one, and another one, and another one. Alright, so you still do have Rocks up, but like I'm not scared of any of your mons. You have a Gyarados, a Nidoking. I'm sitting pretty on this Rotom right now. Yeah, we'll see. I think it's better to go Nidoking before Gyarados, because like it forces me to miss, miss a Hydro. But we do be taking these. We might still outspeed this Gyarados. Remember, our Rotom... Actually, no, this Rotom does outspeed. I have, like, 3 different Rotoms, right? I have one that's, like, 228 speed, but this is, like, a full 252 timid speed Rotom, so we just straight up outspeed here. I don't need to Volt Switch, so I won't. I'm good right here. Walk and Berry. All right, you still might die, bro. Because it cuts it in half, where it's 4 times super effective. Yeah, you still died. The power of the Life Orb. Oh my god, I should just use Life Orb Rotom. This is looking really nice. Oh my goodness. Yo, we do be taking these all the way to the bank. Love to see Life Orb Rotom putting in that work. You have Empoleon and Nidoking. Yeah, you should have sent the Nidoking out because it forces me to miss the Hydro. You could have kept your Gyarados. Also, Nidoking, Scarf Nidoking would outspeed us. Let's go, Hydro! Hydro! See? You see? Forced me to miss that. Force that. Now, Nidoking's probably Life Orb as well. It's probably like a Sheer Force Life Orb set. So, like, I think because they Thunderbolted, I get to go right into my Garchomp here and just go for the EQ. It's good against Nidoking and Empoleon. So we're in a good spot here. Saving the Garchomp was value. And shout outs to our opponent for not using, like, Arena Trap on the Dugtrio. Shouts to us for, like, abusing the fact that it's within the rules to not use it. Let's go. Are you sashed, bro? If you're sashed, it just opens up away from you to use Aerodactyl. Yeah, he's gone. Dunzo. Dunzo, Nidokingo. Not today, Nidoking of the Hill. I do like Nidoking, though. Nidoking's a lot of fun. You know, I talked about it a little bit earlier, but I can't wait for the Pokebank to come out so I can actually use all my cool mons in this game. That's why I haven't been uploading so much BDSP content, just because I don't have these Pokemon, and it'd be really, really hard to get them without transferring over. Even once I transfer stuff over, like, then I can start breeding them and making new versions of them. I'm not just going to use the ones that I transfer over all the time. It's a bulky Empoleon. Ice Beam? Scald? Ice Beam, awesome. So we already get to use Aerodactyl. Yo, let's go Aerodactyl. Let's go Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's such a cool mon. I think it's like a UU or RU tier mon right now, which is ridiculous, because, like, back in the day, Aerodactyl was probably one of the top 5 best leads in Gen 4. Basically, it was the fastest Roxer, fastest Taunter, and it had really good coverage moves, like Rock Slide, Earthquake, like Wing Attack was still decent, Aerial Ace and stuff like that. Still decent coverage, so it's a good mon, yeah. I do be liking me some Aerodactyl, and it's not that weak. Like, you can KO things with super effective moves, so this will definitely KO here. Big Deeps. There's a reason Lance used Aerodactyl back in Gen 1, because Aerodactyl busted. And that's coming from the original Aerodactyl Master Trainer themselves. So Aerodactyl big busted. Cleaning up the game. You'll love to see. More Nidoking action. I'm still afraid of that Scarf Nidoking, man. I know it's going to be somewhere. What we want to do with this team is bait the Ambipom into leading. So we want to lead with something that they definitely want to fake out. So I don't see a problem with that being Infernape. And then from there, hard switch in the Garchomp and make the Ambipom use its fake out and break its potential sash on our Garchomp's rough skin and then repin it from there. So that's what we want to do. Just go for, like, probably a Dragon Claw, actually, because we want to catch a strap in the switch in as well. Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with that. Infernape is just basically the Swiss Army knife of this format. You can always really lead Infernape And worst case scenario, you have to switch, but if you build your teams correctly, you can always be switching to something that still helps you regain board state instead of like being in a, you know, too reactive situation. We can switch to then repin things, kind of like what we're doing with this Garchomp here. So let's go. Staraptor. Staraptor lead versus Infernape. I'm okay with this. Your only defog users are Staraptor, right? Do we really actually just go for the rocks? If you go for the rocks, if you U-turn in, if you're like a Scarf Staraptor and you U-turn in your Espeon, you're literally like a golden god. I want my rocks, so it's not worth it. I should just switch in my Rotom. You're gonna close combat me. You're gonna Brave Bird me or U-turn me. I don't want to take any damage to my Rotom though. I don't actually care about my Infernape's health. I'm gonna go for the rocks. I want to see if they have the outplay. Go for the outplay. Go for the U-turn. We're faster. That means they're probably like an Adamant Reckless set. Actually, I didn't see if we got intimidated, so let's see if they're U-turning. Brave Bird. Awesome. That's tons of chip. He's gonna clock our Sash, activate our Blaze. Love Blaze Infernape, man. It's so good. So, and that's a lot of recoil. We should be able to KO from here, I think. Or at the very least, put them low enough to finish off with literally anything else. Do we need to save this Pokemon? I don't think we need to save it. I'm just going to go for the Fire Punch. You can Hard Switch in your Arcanine if you want. But they probably could KO. Ooh, that's never lucky. I guess we did get intimidated. I just wasn't paying attention. That's what I get for being too hype. But let's see. We do have a really good pin here. We don't want to show our Rotom Scarf. Is there a problem with going like Garchomp here? I guess I could just go Aerodactyl. Because Aerodactyl basically says you can't bring out like a lot of your good stuff. I do have to hit a Rock Slide. What's the problem with them? No, I don't think there's a problem with Garchomp here either. Aerodactyl's really good, but I kind of want to save my Sash user. I don't want to miss a Rock Slide and just lose the game for it. So let's go. This team doesn't have a lot of walls either, so like their team. So like I'm completely fine to just do this. Just go for the Dragon Claw. You should be switching this guy out. Or not. Whatever, bro. Whatever. I don't even care. I don't even care. Go nuts, you know? Stay in with your Staraptor. That was your defog user down. So basically, we just get rocks up for days, and you have a team of like Arcanine and a bunch of mons that take reduced rocks damage, but that's still fine because they don't get their Sash. Who could possibly come in here? It's gonna be, if you bring in your Nidoking, I'll switch to my Blissey. Just because I really think that it's like some sort of weird Scarf Nidoking, and I'm conditioning you into doing that by going Garchomp. If you come in with Ambipom, that's fine with me. If you come with Espeon, I don't think even a Specs Espeon Dazzling Gleam will KO with this Garchomp set. So we're going to be fine. If you come with Arcanine, I'd actually sub the first turn. Scout for Play Rough, but realistically probably Will-O-Wisp. So we have options versus everything. Yeah, there's a Nidoking. You're going to be Ice Beaming me, bro. And I respect your potential to be Scarfed. Right? There's no other situation where you'd want to bring a Nidoking in to fight a Garchomp. So, actually, we can just go into Scizor then, huh? And this is just a couple things. Yeah, we might lose our Scizor. We don't need Scizor in this matchup. They have things like Arcanine and stuff. But we're going to come in, soak an Ice Beam, and we're just going to click U-turn out. If they were to switch it up and go for Flamethrower, that means they're not Scarfed, which means I can just send my Garchomp right back out and continue the sweep. So we're in a good spot, as long as I didn't get frozen there. And they can't really freeze us because they have Sheer Force, which turns it off. So yeah, if you were to switch it up here, and Flamethrower me, I'll just bring back Garchomp. But you should be just switching your Arcanine, which will, us U-turning, chip you a little bit and give me a good pin with my Garchomp coming right back out. Which is what we need to do right now. So let's see what you're going to do. Nidoking, hard switch. That means you are Scarf Nidoking. That means when you see the Arcanine here, we're going to come in and we're obviously going to scout for Intimidate. Survey says rocks damage. You do be taking those, right? Intimidate. Awesome. I had no problems with Intimidate here. So we're going to be U-turning, chipping up a little bit. And again, I'm going to be scouting for Play Rough. I'm also going to be scouting for like Will-O-Wisp. I'm going to go for a sub with my Garchomp here. And we might just force you out into something else. Like, you might just hard switch to like Espeon or something. I really don't know. I don't think there's a problem with just hard casting sub here. We could go for the Earthquake and pick up the KO on the Arcanine. But I think there's a much higher chance that like they can't really break a sub. So let's just go for the sub. There's the sub. Show me that Will-O-Wisp. Or Play Rough. It's up to you if you want to run Play Rough. It does get Play Rough in this game. Does get access to a bunch of cool moves. So, Play Rough. There it is. And that also could have missed. Right? This is totally fine. So, Play Rough would do a lot. We'll just go for the EQ, get the KO there. We'll bring out the Nidoking, and we'll just rinse and repeat. Relatively the same pin. They're orbed too. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. We could actually, like, use sub, give me, like, 3 more ticks of Life Orb, and then with, like, hard switch and Scizor, we take a 4th tick of Life Orb, and then we kill him with Bullet Punch. We could totally do that, too. but we don't have to. EQ works just fine here. That's what they get for losing their flying mon on the first turn. E-speed. Oh my gosh, really? Ooh, is that a crit? Yeah, it is a crit. It's weird how I can like see those things happening. It's crazy. Because that normally wouldn't even break a sub. Like if I subbed right here, you'd E-speed, I sub, and then if you E-speed again, it actually wouldn't break my sub. So, hey, you know what? Shoot shot. They were rewarded by also getting the crit, so good job for them. But let's see, it's going to be the No King coming back out. I wonder if they're going to read me going into Scizor, or if they're going to do something different. What we're going to do here is we're going to go to Rotom instead, because if they want to Ice Beam or Flamethrower, remember last time we went to Scizor, we're conditioning them to respecting Scizor. We're going to go to Rotom because it blocks all those options as well. You wouldn't be using Thunderbolt against a Garchomp, and you wouldn't be using Sludge Bomb versus a Garchomp, or even a ground attack versus, well, you could ground attack the Garchomp, but it probably wouldn't even KO from this range, so I think there's a, oh, it's Magnezone. Okay, that's fine. Scarf Magnezone I don't think can outspeed Garchomp, so we're going to be golden here. Maybe they're trying to check my Scizor early, like literally all this is doing is giving me a free leftovers tick, so we do be taking these. I mean, I haven't played BDSP battles in like a week. I'm not going to lie. I haven't played BDSP online battles in like a week. Did everyone that was good just stop playing? I don't want to be that guy. The first guy we played was good. But I don't know, man. Oh, the rage quit. Yo, what do we always say when people rage quit? I'd rage quit too. If I sucked and I was terrible, I would also rage quit. But we do be taking these. I don't know why they did that. All right, the last team of the day is going to be a really, really good one. Wow, that is super meta. I definitely think that's a great looking team. They're probably going to lead with Rotom. So how do I want to deal with that? Do I want to condition them in a Hydro Ring, switch to my Rotom, and then Hydro their Rotom back? Like what? Yeah, I think that's probably the better play. So like you want to lead Infernape, and then probably, I don't know about that. This is such a hard lead. I'm going to lead with the Blissey actually. I know it's super weird, but if they lead with like a physical attacker, like their Infernape, like maybe we'll be able to do, like maybe we switch into like Garchomp and then repin or something. This is just going to be super, super hard. But I do think that like Blissey could be a good lead here. I also think they're going to expect me to lead with Blissey, which is, because it's also at the top of our team. It looks like our team's Stealth Rock setter. So yeah, there's the Rotom that I was talking about. I don't care if I get burned. I really don't care if I get tricked either, because I actually don't want the Rotom to be Scarped anymore. So let's see, how do we want to deal with this? If we Ice Beam, we catch him Volt Switching into like Gliscor or Latios, and I think that is a good play for it to just Volt Switch and go into the Gliscor to go for a Defog. It also would stop me from, you know, if they assume I'm setting Rocks first turn, that would work. Also, Ice Beam's not that great versus Zoomeril, but we'll see. I think I'm going to go for the Ice Beam, just because we want to stick some damage. I don't care if you trick me. I don't care. Go for it. Show me the Gliscor. We talked about the reason why I want this. If you want to go into the Heatran, you go into the Heatran. Heatran's a big problem, and their team is absolutely amazing, but I think there's a high chance that it's going to be Gliscor here, because they expect me to go for Heatran. Ah, that sucks. Heatran is a really good play. The good play is Heatran, because it basically stops everything, and then, like, Heatran can low-key check a Blissey, but, like, maybe? It's hard to say. It's also lefty Heatran, so, like, we have to assume they have, like, Rocks, and we have to assume they have Rocks and Sub, which is going to be really, really hard to break. I think our one shot here is to get the Para on the Heatran before it sets its Sub, so they're going to go Rocks first turn, then Sub. They should be subbing first, by the way. I'm just going to go for the Thunder. Survey says, Stealth Rock, awesome. They should sub first, because this is my one shot to paralyze it, and if I do paralyze it, we can kind of abuse it later. Oh, that sucks. Never lucky. Okay. This is fine. You got your Rocks up, and the other thing that like makes Heatran so good is like my Defog user is my Scizor, so like I can't use Defog against a freaking Heatran. Switching out, go nuts, Chief. Gliscor switch in, I will Ice Beam you, bro. I thought about Ice Beaming too. Oh well, it's fine. This is okay. You can U-turn me, you can do whatever you want. This basically gives you a free pivot into your Infernape if you want. You get a free activation of your Toxic Orb. This guy's a really, really good team. They have everything. They're playing 100% quickly so far. So we'll see how this goes. I don't care if I get knockoff. Hard switch Gliscor into the Infernape. Bro, it's like I play, or the Azumarill. Like, I played the game at a high level. Like, I see what you're doing 1,000 ways from Sunday. Can I get a freeze? Never lucky. Okay. We do not have that many good switch-ins here. I think we're going to have to fodder. And then send out... Do we want to fodder here? No. We don't want to fodder here. Because, like, this is what we go to beat Latios. Actually, we don't have to. We can always go to Scizor. So I guess we do just fodder here. Yeah, it's fine. Close combat, you bro. You might U-turn and try and re-keep up pressure too. Close combat, go nuts. Hey, I cannot deal with that. I have no switch-ins for that. We could go into... Let's think about this. Is it Garchomp that I want to go into? Garchomp pop the sub. It's Orb too. Awesome. I'm gonna sub Garchomp. I'll sub it. I'll try this up. Because you're not gonna one-shot my Garchomp. I think you might just go to your Rotom and try to like repin. And I'm not gonna lie, like this is my only real shot. So we're gonna sub it up. Sub club. You can switch a Gliscor too. Like I'll take a free sub. Free subs. All days. Rotom, awesome. So you're gonna have to hit a Hydro. And then you're also gonna be like locked into Hydro if you're even Scarfed. So like I could just go for 2 Dragon Claws here and try to get damage, but I think I'm gonna go for the Swords Dance because I think I'm gonna need that to deal with your Gliscor in a little bit. If you start missing Hydros like I miss my Thunders, you know, I got shots. I am faster than the Rotom, surprising. Okay. So this is actually nice. I will sub until you miss a Hydro. Like, you're going to hit me with the Hydro, break my sub. I'll keep subbing until you miss one. And then I'll win. Oh, we take those. Oh, I don't know if this KOs, though. Do I need +4? I know I need +4 to break the Gliscor. Like, at this point, if I do know that I need +4, I'm actually just going to go for 2 Swords Dances. I need +4 to break the Gliscor, which is what they'd want to send in after this anyways. So... And I don't think a +2 Dragon Claw kills a bulkier Rotom, which it looks like this one is. So we'd have to use 2 Dragon Claws anyways. Might as well choose a Swords Dance and then another Dragon Claw. So let's think about this. What we really should be doing here, I think, is just subbing until they miss a Hydro. Right? I think that is the best play to end this with a sub. I think that's probably my best shot. Because I can just get a KO. I can just go for a Dragon Claw here, right? But then I'll KO it, and then they'll send their Latios and repin me. I don't want that. I want to be able to win the whole game right now. And all it takes is one more Hydro. Oh my god, we just won. That's game. Azumarill, right? Heatran, okay. Go nuts. Go nuts, bro. Like, you gotta have a Sash tier somewhere. And, like, I don't think any of those monsters Sash. Latios, Azumarill, Gliscor, Rotom, Infernape, Heatran. Don't think there's a Sash anywhere. I think we just won with Rotom. Or I think we just won with his Garchomp. Unless you got some weird Scarf Mon that breaks me, so, like, Latios. Like, unless it's, like, Scarf. We already know it's not Scarf Heatran, but I'll just go for EQ. We're +4. You can go into, you can do whatever the hell you want, bro. Switch for days. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they're trying to like PP out my Earthquakes. I do need Earthquake to break that Heatran. Yeah, we'll just see. The Infernape KOs, right? So you're gonna have to bring out your Infernape and fodder the Infernape, right? And then you could bring out your Latios. So I can't just get the full 6 stock unless they play it really, really badly. I also think I might just outspeed their Infernape, to be honest, because they switched away when I brought out the Garchomp. I think they might be running like an Adamant Life Orb Infernape. We already saw the Orb, so I don't think like a Mach Punch would kill me either. You'd have to go for like a combination like Mach Punch, Aqua Jet, and then the Latios to break me. But that Rotom being down is huge. Let's see if it's a Latios right now, or if it's gonna be Infernape. Because Latios can break us. It outspeeds Ice Beam KOs, you know. It's not gonna be a Azumarill. Like, we're at +4. Infernape? Yeah, this is the right play. I think we just want to go for the, like, let me think about this. I kind of want to Dragon Claw. I don't know if they're going to U-turn. Like, U-turn wouldn't break my sub. But I don't want them to, like, U-turn into a Azumarill either. I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw. I don't have to Earthquake here. Close combat. Awesome. So they do outspeed, which means they're going to get the KO here. Sorry, they're going to break my sub. And then they're going to go into their Latios, which I think is okay. Because, like, we still have the Garchomp. Anytime we want to use our Garchomp, we just send it out versus, like, any other mons that we really want. And KOing this guy is really, really big because now that we've KO'd this guy, it's going to be a lot easier to use a Defog with our Scizor. They basically can only go to Heatran. They still have their Gliscor. They have to go Latios here. And we'll go right into Scizor. And we'll U-turn on when they go to Heatran and rebring out our Garchomp. So we're in a good spot. I'm assuming that they're going to go Latios, though, which is the right play. You have to get this Garchomp off the board. You have to cut the bleeding, you know? As long as I don't fodder some of my mons, I should be able to have enough gas in the tank to beat your Gliscor in the end. So hopefully we can get this win. This guy's a great team, by the way. It's easier to play against better teams, I think, a lot of the time. Just because they're so one-dimensional. Like, they're so good at doing specific things that they have to, you know? There's the Latios. I'm not going to eat the Ice Beam. You can go for a double switch, but, like, again, I just want my Garchomp to not die, right? So I'm going to go into this. If you want to repin me with a Heatran, go nuts. Looks like they're not. Cool. Free Scizor. Now, we can go for the Defog here, or we could go for just a hard U-turn. Because, like, I don't care about your Draco. We could also Roost, because it's going to do a lot. I could have missed on my Garchomp, too. So let's think about this. Do we want... I think we do want the Defog. And then we'll just hard switch to, like, Garchomp when we see the Heatran. I'll take my Defog. I'll take the Defog. Because your Rock Setter is your Infernape, and that's gone, right? So we're fine. We'll just get the Defog up. We're golden. You can even Roost here if we wanted to. But I don't really want to show Roost just yet. I don't think we have to. We're in a great spot. Yeah, you got to switch that guy out. So it should be Heatran coming in. Ooh, not Heatran. What is this? Zoomerl. Okay, we have a Sash. So, like, I think our only Sash is... Oh, we have a Sash on Infernape, which is not good. And a Sash on our Aerodactyl. I guess we also have, like, Rotom to go into. Yeah, we'll just U-turn. Let me think about this. I will U-turn. But I hope they don't just, like, attack my ass. You know what I mean? I hope they don't just, like, waterfall me. All right, there's a player. They did just... Okay, good thing I didn't switch. Holy moly, that's banded. Okay. Banded Azumarill. Good to know. It just wouldn't do that much damage normally to Scizor. So, has to be banded. All right, so you're banded onto Play Rough. Your Defog user is your Gliscor, and I could taunt that. I'm going to go to my Aerodactyl, and I'm going to set rocks. You're going to hard switch to Gliscor. And then I'm going to taunt your ass. And then I don't know if you can actually break me with the Gliscor. So let's go Aerodactyl. Rocks up. I don't think you have the... I think you're banded. I think that Azumarill is, like, super banded. I don't think it would normally do that much damage. Yeah, so you're like, look at that. I just went to an Azumarill's face and was like, bro, you're switching. Ooh, Heatran, we take this. Oh, that's the Stealth Rock said. It was Heatran, not Infernape. Duh. That's fine. I'll just Earthquake this. I'm Aerodactyl, bro. Bro! Hopefully you die. I'd be so sad if Aerodactyl didn't KO Heatran. Let's go! Let's go, Aerodactyl. They're going to send the Gliscor out. I'm going to taunt it, and then it's going to be Rock Slide City. Oh my gosh, feels great. Feels great, man. Aerodactyl making plays for days. There's a... Oh! We pissed him off. It's Latios. Okay. Hey, go nuts. Alright, let me think about this then. You didn't show Ice Beam earlier. I don't have a... My Scizor's low. You're probably just going to Draco. And you know what? Like, I'm going to force you to be Scarfed. Because we can also just, like, Rock Slide flinch you into the ground. They are Scarfed. Awesome. And we just switch right to Garchomp here because they Thunderbolted. Get that free damage that I need. I need that, by the way. Because that basically puts it within range for, like, one more tick. And then, like, a Rotom Thunderbolt. So they're Scarfed. They should be able to read that we're going in here. But they're not. Oh my god, they Thunderbolted again. Free sub. Sub round 2. Goodness. T-Bolt, baby. Let's go. All right, let's think about what we need to do here. You have that full health Azumarill. I could sub on the Azumarill switch. No, I know it's coming. I could also just Swords Dance on the Azumarill switch. And that would save me the ability to sub if I need to. Because if you just go into Gliscor here, I Swords Dance, and then I can Swords Dance again, and then I can sub, you know? I think that there's nothing wrong with just SDing on this time. Because, I want to be able to catch the Azumarill while also not foddering any of my Garchomp's HP. So I think Azumarill is really good, and I think the +2 Earthquake can take it out. Gliscor, this is fine. So there's the SD. They have Earthquake, so I don't necessarily need to sub. But they're going to want to defog. So let's punish them for defogging. Are you really going to double switch? The sub's safer. I think I'm going to go with the sub. I want to see if they're Earthquaking. And I wanted to see if they were going to double switch to Latios if I wanted to set up another Swords Dance. Because I need 2 to break this guy. Earthquake's fine. Alright, cool. That's fine. This might not even break us. It might not. Just throwing that out there. It might not. Alright, it's fine. I'm just gonna click Dragon Claw them. I'll go for my chip damage here, put it within range for like an Infernape. If they want to do something weird, this is fine. This also covers if they want to just hard switch into the Latios, expecting me to like SD again. I really think that's a high possibility, and I don't want that pin to happen. This shouldn't KO. It should do a little bit over half. Yeah. Knockoff. Awesome. It's fine. Take that damage anywhere else. Alright, you could switch in your... Azumarill right now, and I don't think the +2 Azumarill eats this, so like I'm just going to Dragon Claw again. And then you're going to resend out your Latios, and I think this is where we're just going to fodder the Garchomp, see what the Latios locks into, and then win with like Aerodactyl. That sounds like the plan. Imagine if they went for like a Thunderbolt or something, expecting me to switch. Bro. If you get the -2, I'll just send out something else you can set up. Like if you Draco me, like that ain't it, Chief. So you have Latios and Azumarill, your last 2 mons, I think. So Rotom should be fine here. Yeah. Cool. Decaw. What are you gonna use, Chief? Ice Beam. He had Ice Beam the whole time. Why didn't he use that? That's fine. Hey, that's completely fine. We do be taking those. We call those auto losses to Rotom washes. Well, let's go. I think Star Latios is still really good. It's just that we're fine. And then remember the last mon is Azumarill. So we got this. You have to switch. You got to fodder. You're going to come back out. You're going to drop a Draco. And then we got a Sashmon in the back. So we're good. Yuppers. We might not even die to the Draco. Big Deeps. That guy had a great team, by the way. You can see how much better it is to play against like better players, too. The game just feels better. It just flows way easier. Alright, so yeah, we have a... I just want to make sure our Infernape has like its Sash left. Yeah, we're good. Cool. We can even go Scizor Bullet Punch from here. I'll just go with the Scizor. We don't need to show Infernape. You locked an Ice Beam. They're going Freeze Hacks, huh? Oh man, you're going to take me to Freeze Town. Not today, Chief. We do be taking those wins. Guy played great. Great team. Played great. There was just a lot of times where I was able to confirm items, which is super, super important. Like forcing that Azumarill to be banded. Like deciding to fodder a Mon or deciding to soak the damage on the Scizor to be able to see that wasn't a Belly Drum Azumarill completely changed the game. Put us in a winning position to where like we were able to abuse the Scarf Latios, abuse the banded Azumarill. And from there, we were able to just win. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed some BDSP 6v6 singles Wi-Fi battles. If you want to see more, think about it, let me know. If you're already back just doing VGC on Sword and Shield, let me know as well. I don't mind making more BDSP content if people want to see it, but I do feel that like, I want the Pokemon Bank to come out sooner than later so I can start, you know, making some cool teams with some other cool Pokemon that I bring over from previous games. So thank you so much for watching again. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.